The Bad Guys, Reign of Chaos is a Korean crime thriller action film based off of, I think, a Chinese series, I believe. I mainly wanted to see this movie for Ma Dong-seok, or Don Lee. He usually plays a charismatic brawler type, and this movie's no different. However, they do something a little bit more fun. He is a muscle man, however, he's a bit more dim-witted, and it somehow makes him more endearing even though he's not as charismatic. So he gets a lot of hilarious one-liners, but he plays this sort of like dim-witted sort of muscle thug. He doesn't overshine the other characters, but he still steals a lot of scenes. So the concept of this movie is basically Suicide Squad, but instead of supervillains, they're all just talented criminals brought to help by a lieutenant, and he basically creates this special crime unit, and he's bringing it back to take on a new case. A prison bus is hijacked by a group of deadly mysterious criminals after one of the inmates, and it's up to the special crime unit to take them down. So there's this iteration of the crime unit has Ma Dong-seok as the brawler. There's also another cop who got a raw deal when he was chasing a suspect. The guy had a heart attack, but he's a bit of a hot-headed cop who's in prison for 5 years for manslaughter. And then there's also a fraud artist, cyber criminal, and then of course there's the lieutenant himself. So all of the members of the crime squad are like sort of gray area villains. They're not complete, super villains or criminal types, but they're sort of like people who've got a raw deal, or people who've reformed, or people you can somewhat trust. But a lot of the fun of the plot comes from these different personality types gelling together, and overall the movie's very enjoyable. It is a quick, simple crime thriller film, lots of action. If there's any complaint I have about the movie, it's that the action sequences aren't really polished that well. There's a lot of quick cuts. It's a lot of messy camera work. There isn't that much tension at the end of the movie. In the finale, it's the sort of, one guy walks into a room, 20 guys jump him, and they just show him like fighting them in a montage, and they're all on the ground. There wasn't a lot of technique or choreography in the finale, but it was still a very entertaining movie. It made me laugh a lot. It's a simple, no-nonsense crime thriller action movie that's very enjoyable, easy to digest. So I give Bad Guys, Reign of Chaos a 7.5 out of 10.